This One News update is brought to you by ANZ, strategic partner of National Field Days.
Well, as you just saw there, global stock markets have rebounded a little after a drop at the end of last week. But the pressure on markets is a setback for New Zealand's hopes of a strong economic rebound. Our political editor, Corin Dan, explains what it all means for us.
Our market shed $500 million in value this morning as investors fretted that news of an increase in the jobless rate in the US was a sign Europe's woes had spread.
Everyone's been looking at the US as the stable economy more recently, as because of all the troubles in Europe. When they had some negative data, it sort of flowed through.
But it's not just shares falling. Home buyers take note.
On a local front, probably don't look to fix your mortgage anytime soon, as it looks like interest rates will continue to go lower and stay lower for longer now.
But while that may be good for some, falling interest rates reflect a worsening global economy. And that's not good news, as it means there's likely to be fewer orders for the goods and services we sell to the world. Prime Minister John Key knows that threat our exporters face and is using his visit to the Queen's Jubilee to assess the risk.
What's driving, some of the economic issues in New Zealand and Australia and China is directly driven out of this market. So it makes sense for us to get a closer understanding of what we think might happen.
But it seems many Kiwis have an inkling of the trouble brewing. In our latest One News Colmar Brunton poll, just 38% of those surveyed expect the economy to get better in the next year, down from 50% in March. Labour says Europe's woes aren't solely to blame for falling confidence.
They're going to Australia because of New Zealand's problems, not because of Greece's problems. New Zealand in the last budget didn't take some of the opportunities that we needed to take towards growing our export economy.
Meanwhile, Treasury says that while the trouble in Europe has got more serious, it's sticking to its main growth forecasts in the budget. But the way things are going with markets, it may not be for long. Corin Dan, One News.
This One News update is brought to you by ANZ, strategic partner of National Field Days.